In this movie, I'd like to look at the anatomy of a text frame. When I select the text frame, we get various handles appear at its corner points and center points. So we have the resize handles, and we can just pull on these to resize the text frame. At top left, we have the import. It's currently empty, which indicates that this is the beginning of the story. A story, in InDesign terms, is any continuous flow of text. It could theoretically be a single character, or it could be thousands of pages that are threaded together. In terms of threading the stories together, the output down at bottom right indicates in this particular case that this story is not threaded to any other, but rather that it has overset text. The red plus means there's more text than will fit into the text frame. Now, what we do with that is up to us. We could make the text frame bigger, or we could continue the text flow elsewhere, or we could delete some text. We'll see much more of that in upcoming movies. At top right, we have a blue square, and we can just drag this into another text frame if we want to anchor this particular frame to that one. Frankly, it's not that common that we need to do that. If we want to change the corner options, for example, if we want to make the corners rounded, then we could click on the yellow square. Down at the bottom, we have the type contextual controls, an open type symbol. Now, if I were to select just a single character, then what the type contextual controls give us are potential alternates for that selection. In terms of the import and output, for the import, if there were an arrow, that would indicate that the text was continued from, and in the case of the output, it would indicate that the text is continued on. The reason the frame is blue is because it's on a layer which is color-coded blue. The blue doesn't print, it's just there to notify you that this content is on the blue colored layer. Now, in terms of selecting the text, I'm in my selection tool. If I double click, I automatically switch to my type tool, and I can now just type away to insert at that point in the text. In terms of selection, if I double click on a word, that selects it, triple click to select a line, 4 clicks to select a paragraph. And then I could do 5 clicks, but frankly, it's easier to press Command A to select the whole story, including any overset text that is part of that story. That's most of what we use in terms of text selection, but occasionally we may want to jump from the point of the cursor to the end of the story or the beginning of the story. So to go from the point of the cursor to the end, that is Command Shift or Control Shift and the End key. And to go to the beginning of the story, Command Shift and the Home key